of the cat. We have to think of everything, you know." "You must never think of anything like that." Mr. Gryce softly ran his thumb around the brim of the hat he held in his hand. "Mrs. Daniels," observed he, "it would greatly facilitate matters if you would kindly tell us why you take such an interest in this girl. One glimpse at her real history would do more towards setting us on the right track than anything else you could offer." Her face assumed an unmistakable frown. "Have I not told you," said she, "what is known of it? That she came to me about 2 years ago for work, that I liked her and so hired her, that she has been with us ever since, and—" "Then you will not tell us!" exclaimed Mr. Gryce. Her face fell and a look of hesitation crossed it. "I doubt if we can do anything unless you do," continued he. Her countenance settled again into a resolved expression. "You are mistaken," said she. "If the girl had a secret, as nearly all girls have, brought low as she has evidently been, it had nothing to do with her disappearance, nor would a knowledge of it help you in any way. I am confident of this, and so shall hold my peace." She was not a woman to be frightened or cajoled into making revelations she did not think necessary, and seeing it, Mr. Gryce refrained from urging her further. "However, you will at least tell me this," said he. "What were the knickknacks she took away with her from her bureau drawer?" "No," said she, "for they have nothing to do with her abduction. They were articles of positive value to her, though I assure you of little importance to any one else. All that is shown by their disappearance is the fact that she had a moment's time allowed her in which to collect what she most wanted." Mr. Gryce arose. "Well," said he, "you have given us a hard sum to work out, but I am not a man to recoil from anything hard. If I can discover the whereabouts of this girl I will certainly do it, but you must help me." "I? How?" "By inserting a personal in the Herald. You say she loves you and would come back if she could. Now whether you believe it or not, this is open to doubt, therefore I would advise you to take some such means as that to inform her of the anxiety of her friends and their desire to communicate with her." "Impossible!" she cried vehemently. "I should be afraid—" "Well?" "I might put in that Mrs. D., anxious about Emily, desires information of her whereabouts." "Put it any way you like." "You had better add," said I, speaking for the first time, "that you would be willing to pay for information." "Yes," said Mr. Gryce, "add that." Mrs. Daniels frowned, but made no objection, and after getting as minute a description as possible of the clothing worn by the girl the night before, we left the house. CHAPTER 4